Alright, what's up everybody, back with some more Scarlet and Violet Regulation E VGC Wi-Fi battles. We got a really cool session today with a full-on Trick Room team that actually features skeledirge and clawitzer, which I think is really cool. So, just gonna hop right into this. I'm gonna kind of go through this team a little bit and we're gonna hop into some games with this team. Just as like a precursor though, I'm gonna be kind of cutting back on the Pokemon stuff until this next DLC, the Indigo Disc, actually drops. So when you guys are seeing this video, after this video gets thrown up, I'm probably going to be kind of cutting back a little bit on the Pokemon stuff, at least for like the Wi-Fi battle sessions and stuff, because I'm going to be real with you guys, like I can't find any really like good teams. I really can't. Like there's some teams that are like more gimmicky, like we have featured a Mistbird team on the channel, on like a Galarian Moltres or Galarian Zapdos team, I think it was, on the channel as well recently. But like a lot of teams, like a lot of people aren't really building teams anymore, and a lot of the teams that are getting built are just like a bunch of like standard meta type teams, which I don't know if you guys really want to see any of that type of stuff. And a lot of the teams that I'm finding, I just can't really find anything like really unique. So, or at least stuff that's like really unique, worth like actually making a session around. So, or like stuff that hasn't been done before. So, kind of just waiting for this next DLC to drop, and then I'm gonna for sure pick everything back up. We'll pick up and go like full force with all the Pokemon stuff. So. But as for this team, it's actually teamed by Zolrain. If you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner shows greater support. We actually got the Rocky Helmet, Frigoraph with the Trick Room and Ally Switch. This team actually has 2 Trick Room users. It kind of just depends on what the enemy has, whichever one you actually want to bring, or you can probably bring both. It also has the Eviolite Dusclops with the Will-O-Wisps, and the Brick Break to actually self-proc the Ursaluna weakness policy. So kind of more of a standard Ursaluna set with a weakness policy under Trick Room. AV, Iron Hands, it's a really standard set under Trick Room. And you got the Skeledirge with the Citrus Berry. Kind of cool. It also has Slack Off or Self-Recovery with the Terra Dragon. Pretty cool. And you also have the Clawitzer on this team that has also Terra Dragon. I'm not 100% sure what Terra Dragon is actually for. I'm assuming it's for Ogerpon. That way Ogerpon can't really touch you. I'm assuming that's what it's for. But apart from that, I don't really know what Terra Dragon will really do for you on Clawitzer. I would actually prefer to actually have Terra Water, that way your Water Pulse would hit like 10 times harder, but we'll see how it goes and see if that actually works. And that's pretty much the team. So if you get, like, say if you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner. You guys show support to the creator of the team. And let's hop into some games with this team. Let's see how it does. Alright, we are here with a game. I'm going to be real with you guys. I've been trying to record for like 25 minutes already. And I just keep going against a bunch of teams of legendaries. And we're going against another one here, which is great, so that's fun. I don't know what it is. I think that's another reason why I'm not going to really be recording that much anymore. Because, like, on the casual ladder, there really isn't anybody that's really playing. The only people that are playing are the ones that are just using entire teams of legendaries. The people that are actually building teams, they aren't really playing much anymore. They're just waiting for the new shit to drop, so... kind of really difficult to record, especially if I don't want to go onto ranked and play ranked with a lot of these rental teams, because I don't want to really ruin my rank. Like I usually just play casuals to have better battles, and it's really difficult to find them when this is the only garbage you find every game. We're gonna try this one though. We can maybe win. I don't know. It just depends. It really depends though. I'm gonna lead the Frigoraph here. Frigoraph, I'll lead the Iron Hands, Frigoraph lead. I'll bring the Ursaluna just because he's probably going to bring Miraidon. And then I think I'll bring the Skeledirge because he might bring the Arceus. So I do want a Ghost type on my team. I don't know what type the Arceus will be though, but find out. If you guys like these videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I also stream over on Twitch every Sunday night if you guys want to go over there and follow me. Link in the description down below. I also stream over here on YouTube twice a week, usually on Friday and Saturday nights. So you guys don't miss out on that. Subscribe. Leads with this, Mewtwo and Hoopa, so... I don't know. I just try to set up Trick Room here and then I fake out. Which I think the Hoopa is actually a Dark Psychic type. I don't think it's a Ghost type, so otherwise it wouldn't work, but I'm going to fake out the Mewtwo here. I think the Iron Hands is going to get blown back here. I don't think that's going to live. I'm going to Terra Psychic, so... under Trick Room, like, I might be able to do something, but, like... I don't know. Even then, I don't think I can one-shot any of these mons. I guess maybe the Hoopa I can maybe one-shot, but like it's still neutral. I live a hyperspace fury somehow. With a defense drop though, I might actually be able to one-shot him with the drain punch. Because Hoopa's defense is pretty damn bad. It's especially Hoopa Unbound. I don't know, I guess maybe with a helping hand boost too, I can maybe one-shot him, but I'm gonna helping hand here. I'm gonna helping hand, and I'm gonna drain punch into the Hoopa slot here, and hopefully he doesn't protect. I think the Mewtwo is just gonna one-shot me anyways, so I kind of have to trade here. I do get rid of it, so that's great. I'm dead. I'm assault vested, but like I don't think that's gonna matter. I think this is actually defense based. Yeah, I'm gone. I think it actually takes your defense into calculation. It's not a special move, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I have the skeledirge in the back, but I don't know if a Shadow Ball will one-shot the Mewtwo. We're gonna have to find out though, because I have no better option. Can a skeledirge one-shot a Mewtwo with a helping hand boost? We're gonna find out right now. And he brought the Arceus, that's fine. He wants to E-speed me, that does not work, so that's great. I'm gonna helping hand boost here. Helping hand boosted Shadow Ball. Will this one-shot the Mewtwo? We're about to find out, everybody. It does. That is huge. We're doing pretty good. Like, for his team, like, we're doing pretty good. We're holding our own. He can still win, especially because he has Stone Edge, so now I'm dead. Oh, I live. How do I live? And he has the Rayquaza, so that's fine. I have Ursaluna in the back, so it's not really too much of a problem. And how many? I think I have 2 turns of Trick Room left here, so I have 2 options here. I can helping hand and try to go after the Arceus here, or I can try to go after the Rayquaza. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna helping hand again. I'm gonna helping hand, and then I'm gonna try to go after the Arceus. This game's gonna come down to like Ursaluna versus the world, I think. E-speed, it doesn't work, dumbass. Does a lot of damage. Now I get the +1 boost. He misses Stone Edge. That's great. That is great. And this is gonna be a roll here, whether this actually kills the Arceus. It's gonna be a roll. I'm gonna go for it again. There's no point not to. I get a high roll, so that's huge. Will we actually be able to win versus this team, y'all? Holy shit, if we pull this win out, like, this is probably the biggest upset ever. Oh, yeah, it's Earthquake, never mind. That's really bad. Luckily, the P-Brain went for E-Speed last turn, so we kind of got a free turn out of that, which was great. So, like, now we're... The only problem here is, though, like, it's gonna be Ursaluna versus the world here. I have to Terra Normal, too. It's gonna come down to if I can live a Dragon's Ascent. That's what this is gonna come down to. I'm gonna go for Blood Moon here. Terra Normal Blood Moon. I have to live 1 Dragon's Ascent from a Rayquaza. He doesn't even go for Dragon Descent, he goes for E-Speed. You're dead. You ain't living this. Get blown back. Where are you guys gonna see a Blood Moon Ursaluna destroying a Rayquaza? Not even bad. Against all odds, we pull out a W. Granted, I think he would have won if he would have went for Earthquake a turn earlier, and he never wasted a turn going for E-Speed there. I think he would have won the game. So he kind of screwed up and he kind of threw the match for himself. Let me know in the comments as well. Do you guys like seeing the matches versus entire teams of broken legendaries in the comments down below? I really want to know if you guys enjoy those matches or you guys just prefer like more standard games with like more fair stuff, like like restricted type stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. Top into the next match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent has some really crazy shit on his team. Cool team though. He actually has the Drift Bloom with I think Unburdened, probably Unburdened, Grassy Seed. He has the Rillaboom, Fluttermane, Ogre Pond, Stone Rock Form, the Ilamuse, and then he has the Heatran. So he's really weak to Trick Room though, which is a great thing here. I think what I'm going to do is just actually lead with the Frigoraph. Frigorap's really good into him. Blocks all the priority, it blocks, it's part normal, so the Drifloon can't use any Ghost type moves versus me. The Ilamuse can't taunt me or do anything versus me because of the Armor Tail, so I think it's a really good lead here. And then Ursaluna ain't bad here either, actually. I don't know if I'm going to use it as a lead though. This is Clawitzer. Does have this thing have Protect? I think it might. It does have Protect, so I think I'm going to bring Clawitzer as a lead here. I think that's a solid lead. I'm going to bring the Ursaluna in the back. It's very good versus him. And then I'm kind of scared that he's going to bring Ogerpon. My only problem with bringing Skeledirge here is it gets walled by the Heatran, and it gets kind of walled by the Ogerpon, but I have Earth Power for it, so we're going to try to run it anyways. I think otherwise it's pretty good here. It's going to be a huge test for this team. Comes down if I can get my Trick Room up to that. One thing I've really noticed with this team, at least just playing versus an entire team of legendaries for like 4 or 5 games in a row now. You guys won't see most of those games, but I got absolutely like 360 like turned around and fucked upside down by like 5 or 6 legendary teams already that you guys won't see. But like in those games, like a lot of those games, if I wasn't able to get up Trick Room, I kind of just got shit on automatically. It's kind of this team is really reliant on getting up Trick Room, which is one thing I'm really finding out. So he leads with Ogerpon Heatran here. He might actually just double up into the Frigoraph, which I wouldn't be too surprised. But I'm going to protect the Clawitzer, because he might actually just go after the Clawitzer here, which is really tempting for him. Clawitzer has a really good solid matchup here, though. It's good into the Heatran, it's decent into Ogerpon. Especially if I go Terra Dragon, I can't really do much versus me, which I'm assuming is why it has Terra Dragon. It's mainly for Ogerpon. I mean, it can still go for rock moves, which I think is the only downside to going against a rock Ogerpon, but if he Terras, I can hit him for super effective damage. Ivy Cudgel does so much damage. I gotta live this Heat Wave. Gotta live a Heat Wave. I live barely. Couldn't cut it any more close than that. Holy shit. I got 2 options here, actually. I think I'm just going to Helping Hand here. He might actually Protect. He's probably going to go for Spiky Shield here, if I were to guess. I couldn't Terra into a Dragon type predicting like a Horn Leech or something, but I think what I do here is just Helping Hand Water Pulse into the Heatran. Unless he goes Terra Grass, which he might do as well. If he Terra Grasses here, that's going to be really bad. He's actually Terra Fairy, so I'm still going to be hitting him for decent damage, it's just not super effective. He doesn't Protect either. Could have knocked back the Ogerpon. Oh, he actually does, never mind. So I made a good play here. Let's see how much a Water Pulse does. Helping Hand boost, it almost one-shots him. Heat Wave, that's fine. I kind of prefer the Frigoraph to go down here because that way I get a free swap out into something else now that can take advantage of Trick Room. And I think the Skeledirge here looks really good. Actually, I'm going to go into Ursaluna here. I'm just mainly scared of the Ogerpon, and I don't really want to waste a Terra on the Skeledirge if I don't really have to. I want to save it for the Ursaluna, if I can. I'm not going to Terra on this turn, though. I think I'm just going to... I mean, I can Blood Moon here. I think a Blood Moon might... Actually, it's resisted. Forgot it's resisted on the I mean, a hyper voice ain't gonna be too bad here, and then I think I'm just gonna a water pulse the ogre pawn here. Gonna protect, that's fine. A water pulse needs to kill the ogre pawn though. I need to do a decent amount of damage with this. Doesn't do not much, doesn't do nearly enough. Let's see how much a water pulse does. Doesn't kill him, so I think the clawitzer's dead. Yeah, I'm dead. This game's gonna go down to the end, it really is. It's gonna go down to the end. It depends on what his last two mons are. It really does. He's gonna try to stall out my trick room, so he's gonna protect here on this next turn. I'm just gonna hyper voice again in case he doesn't. And then I'll torch song. Actually, I can't torch song because he has the flame body, which sucks. I mean, I'll just shadow ball then. It depends on his last two mods. So this game's gonna come down to. He's gonna try to stall the trick room again. He might actually even just double protect on both mons to try to stall it out. He does. He does. What a scumbag. You are a scumbag. He must know, like, I'm assuming he probably has Fluttermane in the back. He probably either has Fluttermane or Driftbloom in the back, and then maybe Rillaboom. That's why I'm assuming he's trying to double protect, do this garbage. This type of fucking scummy bullshit. I don't know, I'm just gonna hyper voice again, and then I'll shadow ball again. I think I have like one turn of Trick Room left anyways, but it comes down to whatever his last two mons are. I think the worst case scenario is if he has like Rillaboom. And like the Rillaboom has if I have to protect and try to one-shot the Rillaboom. Because I don't think a Torch Song will one-shot it, especially if he's like AV, which is the most standard set. He's gonna get another protect. Wow. I think now he's gonna maybe win just due to luck, actually, because that lucky protect there might actually make him win. Because he probably has a grass move, and then he probably has a rock type move. Well, he does have a rock type move with the Heavy Cudgel. Because I think I'm out of Trick Room turns now, actually, unless I have just one more. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm out of rooms, out of Trick Room turns, so. I think what I have to do here is actually have to Terra Dragon. It sounds crazy, but I think I have to Terra Dragon. I can Blood Moon here, actually, just to get rid of the Fluttermane, like, right away. But I think the Hyper Voice is a little bit better here. I'm going to Hyper Voice, and I'm going to Terra Dragon, and I'm going to Shadow Ball into the Fluttermane slot. He already wasted his Terra, too, so he can't Terra. I'm just hoping he doesn't Moonblast me, because if he goes for Moonblast, I'm going to get one-shotted by him. So I got to kill the Fluttermane on this turn, otherwise I'm going to get Moonblast on the following turn, and I'm going to automatically lose. This turn's really important for the game, because otherwise I'll lose. He protects. Again, I don't know what is it with this guy protecting. Every fucking turn he protects. It's a 2-hit KO, but I got the Citrus, so that ain't too bad. I also have Slack Off if I really can try to take advantage of that. I'm glad I went for Hyper Voice. It depends on his last mon. It's what this game's gonna come down to. And the only shitty thing is, like, I don't have Protect on this Skeledirge at all, so, like, if he has Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast, like, I'm dead now. Ilanet R, that's the Ilamuse, so that's not too bad, actually. I think I just try to one-shot the Fluttermane now. And if I somehow live, I'll try to go after the Ilamuse. But I don't think he's going to. What he's going to try to do is going to try to go for Fake Tears. Fake Tears, Dazzling Gleam, or Fake Tears, Moonblast. He doesn't actually. I live! I live! Infestation, that's fine. Infestate me all you want, that's fine. I live. Doesn't kill him, but as long as I get rid of the Flutter Mane here, I should be good. This has to one-shot though. It doesn't one-shot, never mind, we still lose. I think what he does here is he goes for Fake Tears onto the Ursaluna. I think that's his play here. I mean, I can protect here actually too, but I don't know if that really does anything because I think I still lose no matter what. It just comes down if he has Fake Tears or not, which I don't see why he wouldn't. He probably does. A Hyper Voice will win me the game here, but if he has Fake Tears and he Fake Tears is the Ursaluna, I automatically lose. So I think that's what this game comes down to right now. He doesn't Fake Tears, okay. Okay, what does he have for me then? I guess maybe Struggle Bug. If he has Struggle Bug, he can still maybe win. Infestation, that's fine, I live. Can the Ursaluna bring this game back? Wow, what a game. What a game. Does he not have Fake Tears on this? Does he not have Fake Tears on the Ulamuse? I'm assuming he never did. We'll never know. I'm assuming he never did though, because otherwise he would have went for it. If he would have went for Fake Tears there, I would have got the -2 Spit F drop, and then the Dazzling Gleam would have killed me for sure. What a match. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying these like barn burner classic games. What a match that was. Down to the wire. That was anybody's game. Holy shit. I'll see you guys in one more match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent actually has a really cool team. He's actually running a Skeledirge as well. He also has the Klefki, the Wo-Chen, the Great Tusk, and the Glamora. And then he has Flutter Mane, so... really cool team, though. He's kind of weak to Trick Room, actually, though. He's kind of weak to Trick Room. I think what I do here... I mean, I think I should leave Frigoraph. That way, if he wants to lead Klefki and he wants to Thunder Wave and, like, do that type of shit, he can't really do anything. The Dusclops could also be pretty good just to get rid of his screens, because I could see him setting up screens. But I don't know if I want to double up on Trick Room users here. Because the Dusclops, apart from setting up Trick Room, it doesn't really do much, actually, versus him, so... actually, what I'm going to do here, I think I'm just going to leave Dusclops. I'll bring the Dusclops as a lead here. And then I'll bring the Ursaluna ain't bad here either. I think I'll bring the Ursaluna as a lead. It looks pretty good, really good versus team actually, apart from the Great Tusk. I'll bring my own Skeledirge, looks really good here. The Clawitzer doesn't look too bad either. It comes on to Clawitzer or the Iron Hand here. I think I'll bring Clawitzer in the back. See how it goes. And it comes down to what he brings. It's kind of a toss-up because he has a lot of shit that's really good versus me as well. DUI, I like that nickname. I like that nickname, DUI. That's a really good nickname for a Klefki. I named my Klefkis House Arrest. That's what I named my Klefkis. DUI is a great name though. I like that. So I'm kind of glad I actually led with the Dusclops here, because if he tries to set up screens, I can just go for Break and just knock everything back. But like it just comes down to if he can one-shot me with a Shadow Ball. I'm gonna look at my EV spread on this thing real quick. I can also tear it dark, which wouldn't be too bad. I can resist the Shadow Ball. See what my EV spread is on this. I'm assuming it's just like standard Dusclops, which it is full Spit F, so I should be able to live a Shadow Ball actually. I should be able to. And then I think I'm just gonna Earth Power the Klefki on this turn. The following turn, I should be able to, if I really want to, I can actually go for Break and proc my own policy. So he's Terra Fairy, that's fine. And then I can maybe just go for like a hyper voice or something. He does have screens, so that's kind of annoying. Moon Blast, is that gonna one-shot me? Doesn't one-shot me, but it does a shit ton of damage. Holy fuck. I almost killed the DUI. He lives on 1 health. Kinda sucks though. I mean, I can go for a pain split here, actually wouldn't be too bad, but I think what I do here is actually just proc my own policy. I should be able to live. I think I'm... What nature am I? I think I'm, check my nature real quick. I'm assuming I'm minus attack nature. Quirky nature, that's not good. Oh, actually, I'm a minus speed nature. I don't know if a brick break from this range will kill me. That's the only thing I'm scared of, if a brick break kills me from this range. I don't know. And then I try to proc my own policy and I end up throwing the game. That's my only problem here. Or if I just try to go for a brick break to get rid of his screens. I don't know. I got a YOLO here though. I'm gonna YOLO and we're just gonna go for it. To reflect up, that's fine, I don't care. I gotta live this though. I gotta live a brick break, please. I live on 4. I live on 4. Holy shit. That was even with a crit. Holy shit, that was close. What are the odds? I get my +2 boost. So technically it's at +1. I think I'm still dead here though. I get rid of the DUI, that's gone. I think I'm still dead. I'm hoping he goes after the Dusclops, but it's fine, I guess. I don't know. That was a crazy play, I think. What are the odds? I get a crit and I barely live on 4. I'm gonna go with the Clawitzer here. I think Clawitzer's a little bit better here. I can also get rid of his screens with Brick Break, which I think is what I'm gonna do on this turn. Depending on what he has. Gary. Who's Gary? Oh, that's the Wo Chen. I guess that ain't too bad. Weaken the attack, that's fine. I still have a Terra I can use too. I'm just gonna Brick Break here to get rid of his screens. And then I think I'm actually gonna Terra Dragon on this turn. And just Water Pulse the Flutter Mane here. Let's protect. It's fine. I mean, it's kind of bad because he might Leech Seed me here and it's shit as well, but as long as I get rid of his screens, that's still a solid play. Unless he has like I think worst case scenario is if he has like Ruination. Foul play, that should do nothing. Does a lot more than I thought it was going to though. Now he has no screens either, which is huge. I think I just Willow. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Wo Chen here. And then I'm going to Water Pulse again. It's going to come down to whatever his last Mon is. That's what it's going to come down to. I think the Flutter Mane's dead here, unless he swaps. I miss a Will-O-Wisp, that's great. Granted, I don't think it really matters that much, but it was just to mainly reduce the foul play damage. And getting kind of negate his leftovers. Pollen Puff, never mind. I'm fine with that Will-O-Wisp miss as long as Pollen Puff doesn't do nothing. It's fine by me. So he's Pollen Puff, Foul Play, and I'm assuming probably like Leech Seed or Ruination or something. And he has Great Tusks, so that's kind of bad actually, but I can actually Will-O-Wisp him, so. Could be worse, could be worse. And then in the back I have the Skeledirge, which kind of wins a 1v1 versus the Wo Chen. It's not guaranteed, but it has a good matchup into it. Because I can hit it for decent damage. He protects, that's good. Get a Will-O-Wisp on the Great Tusk, so now it's pretty much useless unless he has Lum. My opponent has some cool nicknames though. Peanut's a really cool nickname for Great Tusk. I like that nickname. Same with DUI. I think that's a really cool nickname for a Klefki. Some cool nicknames on my opponent's part. Gary is a little bit unoriginal. See a lot of Garys. That's a really common nickname for like any snail type mon, but same with Carry. I think Carry for Flutterman, I've seen that a couple times too. I think what I start doing here, I mean, I can Dragon Pulse. I think I just stay in. Like, I got Stab Dragon Pulse now, actually. So that's fine by me. I can get a Will-O-Wisp off here, and then I can just start Pain Splitting. See how much a Stab Dragon Pulse does. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. I didn't expect to do that much. I know one thing I will take away from this team though is the clawitzer. Like every time I brought the clawitzer, apart from the games where I got 360 turned around and screwed by like a team of legendaries, like all the other times I played this team in testing and like on like in the videos for you guys, the ones that you see or some of the ones that you guys probably won't see, is that the clawitzer, every time I bring it, puts in a lot of work. Kind of an underrated mon, at least for this team. I think it's really good on this team. Once you get the Trick Room up and once you get rolling with it, especially with like a Helping Hand boost, a lot of shit takes so much damage or it just gets one-shotted. It's really good. At least with this team, I don't know in general, like if you're going to be running Clawitzer, like a lot of your Trick Room teams over like a Blood Moon, Ursaluna, or a bunch of other stuff, but cool mon under Trick Room that doesn't get any play, which is why I'm kind of featuring this team. Kind of one of the main stars of this team, actually. I think that's game. I wouldn't be surprised if he just forfeits. Yeah, she's gonna stay. Does 15 damage to me. Props for him staying, though. I'll give him credit. What a match. Real nice showcase for the Clawitzer here, and same with Ursaluna. Ursaluna always putting in a bunch of work, too. I think Blood Moon Ursaluna is crazy good, especially under Trick Room. It's really, really good. I haven't really used it much like on any of my teams, but when I've played a lot of the rental teams, it's one of my favorite mons to use. Not bad though. I don't know if I'll throw one more game into this video. If not, I'll probably just hop to the end. But if I do throw one more game in, I'll throw it in right now. Otherwise, let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, I don't know if I threw in like 3 or 4 games. I don't want to make the video incredibly long for you guys, so if there's only 3 games, then the video would have been way too long if I would have threw 4 into the video for you guys. I don't want to make the video incredibly long, because that way a lot of people at least watch the entire thing or don't get bored, so. But overall, I think this team, if you guys want a really fun Trick Room team, like a hard Trick Room team, I think this is one of the better ones I've used recently. Really fun team. The Skeledirge is pretty damn good. It's not good on versus like every single team, but it does have some really good matchups. I had a few games where like the Skeledirge just had a really good typing into the enemy team, and once it got rolling with like +1 or +2 boost, my opponent had really no answer for it. Same with Unaware. Unaware actually kind of just negates like any stat boost, so even if they're trying to set up on you, like it doesn't really matter. It's another thing that a lot of people probably won't even realize. And then another thing on this team, I think the Clawitzer is also really, really good. Had a lot of games. I think I talked about it probably in one of the matches, but the Clawitzer, like every time I brought the Clawitzer, put in a lot of work. Same with like the Terra Dragon. I didn't really realize I forgot this thing. She got Dragon Pulse, and with Terra Dragon, it's a stab Dragon Pulse off of a Mega Launcher with a Life Orb, which hits like an absolute truck. I did not even realize that until I ended up using it, so kind of overlooked that in the team preview, but it ended up working out really, really well. And the Ursaluna is always really great, and everything else on this team is pretty solid as well. You usually just bring in like one Trick Room setter. There wasn't a single match where I actually brought the Dusclops and the Frigoraph on the same team. But each one, like it depends on what you're going against, but like each one, they both do their job really well. So I think the only real problem with this team that I really ran into is if you don't get your Trick Room up, or if like your opponent really denies Trick Room and you're not able to set up, like if they double up into like your Trick Room on like the Frigoraph or the Dusclops and get it out of the way like turn 1, like it makes this team pretty much irrelevant because you're getting outsped by everything. Usually a lot of the stuff on this team is a little bit more frail. especially with like the dust or the skeledirge is weak to like flutter main and a lot of other common stuff that can hit it for super effective damage when it's not in trick room. Same with like the clawitzer and stuff with ogre pawn being so common. If you don't Terra, like without trick room, you just get outsped by everything. You usually end up getting one shot at the iron hands. Maybe it can eat like one hit, but if it gets doubled into it, usually it's going down. Same with the Ursaluna. Ursaluna is really bulky, but if it gets doubled into or it gets hit with like a strong fighting move, it usually gets shit on. So I think that's my main complaint with this team is like if you don't get the trick room up, it kind of falls apart. But like that's kind of the same thing for like every single like hard trick room team, I guess. So that's not really like anything out of the ordinary. You can say that with like any other hard trick room team with any type of combination of mons. So if you guys want a really fun trick room team, rent a code in the corner. We'll show the creator some support. Really solid team. Had fun playing it. It's always a plus. So like I said, I'm going to be bringing you guys some more Scarlet and Violet stuff. Kind of be cutting back at least for like the next week or two, depending where you guys are seeing this, until when the DLC drops for the Indigo Disc, and I'll be hopping right back into the like almost like semi-daily uploads, even maybe like daily uploads, depending on how stuff goes. So I'll have a bunch of new teams on the way for you guys that I make and featured by other people on the channel, and that type of thing as well. And we'll be discussing the next Regulation F, or whatever it is. So apart from that, if you guys want to stick around for that, subscribe if you are not. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for watching.